Good morning, Coach. Lions moved to 10-0 with a win over Old Dominion on Saturday. Take us through your final thoughts of that and give us some of your thoughts on your 17-member senior class that will be playing their final regular season home game.
Yeah, going back and looking at the tape, defensively, I thought we did a really nice job. Really good, except for kicking the ball out of bounds a couple times. Really proud of Nick Brown for a big field goal. And then I think offensively, the first half was tremendous there. Second half we did execute some of the things we needed to finish the way we wanted to, but that was not because of the offense. It was more because of us and some of the things that we probably called. And so really pleased with the win and the way we played, and more importantly, just the mindset we came out with. And so our challenge now is, can we keep it? We were obviously motivated to play at a high level. Can we keep that going forward? We knew it was an in-state battle and interconference battle, and we got to do the same thing this week. And from the seniors' standpoint, obviously I don't know them as well as some other people just because of just being here, but they all what I'll say about each and every one of them, they all had a choice to stay or they could have left. They chose to stay and buy into what we're building here in our program, and ask them to stay with us and have an opportunity to make history, being the first team in a conference and have the opportunity to win a conference championship. So they made the choice to do that. They made the choice to be leaders, and they're being rewarded for that, which is awesome. No matter what happens going forward, they will always be remembered as a team that laid a foundation for what we're hopefully will accomplish in our time here, in Conference USA. So they're all tremendous, and appreciate everyone.
And talking about the seniors, and you talked a lot this season about having the buy-in from the players. How important was it to kind of get that from that group?
Well, that was the most challenging thing, because the guys that you brought in, they're like, all right, whatever, Coach, yeah, we'll get that ball, we're going to do it. The guys that have been here a while, they're going to question everything because they've been, under somebody else. And that means it's a bad question, but that's, hey, why are we doing it this way? Why are we doing it this way? And, but if we were going to be successful and make an impact, they had to buy into what we were doing. And each week, through the off season, through the summer, they just got stronger and stronger with each other. And the trust between us, the coaches, and them got stronger, and the bond became closer. And without their buy-in, without their commitment, we wouldn't be here 10-0.
Coach, you talked after the ball game about wanting more respect for this team, and 25th this week in the AP poll. Don't really move up. You're still there, not in the coaches poll. I mean, how much are you watching tonight and kind of hoping that you guys get some recognition?
I'm not. We handled who was in front of us, who everybody says came from this great conference and all these different things, and we beat them worse than anybody had all year. And so if that doesn't earn it right now, then hey, that's what it is. What we got to do is control what we can and keep winning and keep playing well, and let the dominoes fall. Eventually, nobody's making the decision in week 10, right? It's going to happen after championship games and all that. So we still got everything out in front of us, and hopefully our body of work, if we'll handle our business, hopefully our body of work will match up with the other people that's in consideration for everything, their body of work. But I told our team, just embrace the disrespect. That's what it is. So just embrace it. And we're going to do everything we can to earn it, but people don't have to give it back. So we'll continue to do what we can do and continue to earn it.
There's been a lot of talk about the offensive line and the strength of that unit this season, and I don't know if you've gone back, but 2-3 years ago that was probably the weakest unit on this team. Maybe if you could speak into what Coach Durkin has kind of meant to that team, maybe the mindset, the work mentality that he brings to that group.
Yeah, he's been obviously a tremendous coach. Coach Durkin and I have been together now since 2017, and he has a great knack. Obviously, he played the position, played the high level. He has a great knack in a way to communicate, because all those offensive guys, we want to do this, that, and have all these great ideas, and you have to be able, as an offensive line coach, to get what we're trying to do and put it in the vernacular where the players up front can understand and you don't confuse them. And to me, that's his greatest gift. He's intense. He's a phenomenal technician, but he knows how to communicate and get those guys to play at a high level. And I mean, if you look at it, you really have 4 new starters. I mean, if you think about it, I know John played some, but you got 4 new starters up there, and then obviously Xavier. And so to be able to bring a unit like that together, we're really playing, with Jack Tucker playing quite a bit as well. So that's 5 really new guys that are playing the majority of football for a lot of the first time. And that's hard to do to get those guys to gel. And he's done a great job of that. And our success, we obviously have had great success at running back, at quarterback, receiver, tight ends. But none of that would happen if it's not for those guys up front. And what you love about them is they don't care about the credit. When they get excited is when you're rushing for 300, but you're not. But that fuels them. And they were disappointed last week because we didn't get it again. And you love that.
That being said, how much has Brendan Schlittler helped? Obviously it hurt you guys so much with him going down, but what has he meant to that group to be almost that second voice to Coach Durkin?
Well, I do think it helps. You have somebody that's been in the battles, been in games, and just have somebody that, especially on the sideline during games, that can guy that maybe didn't make the block you needed to. You can, hey, it's okay. You can get the next one, because it's Coach Dirk's maybe making adjustments. He can get over there and lift the guy up, or show him another, hey, this is the technique he's trying to teach you. This is how you do it. So he's been a great addition from that standpoint. Says he still don't want to be a coach. He wants to go make money. And so, he's been very good.
Does a game like this give you concern? Is with UMass coming in, they're heavy underdogs, or is it hey, we're so close to the finish line? You talk about handling your own business. It's a little to get your team to buy in. It's a little easier to say, hey guys, we're so close. You know what I mean?
Well, first of all, they've played a lot of good teams, and they're on a 2-game win streak. They've had an open date before, so there's plenty of time for them to get ready for us, and they're playing a lot of confidence. And so we can't roll the ball out and just show up and beat anybody. That's not how we have to operate. That's not how we can operate. So our whole focus has to be on us playing well this week, and I believe we will. I think our guys understand the importance of playing on a senior day at home. It's obviously our last regular season home game here. And so it's a big deal. There's a lot for us to play for, but what we challenge our team on is that we arguably last week had our best week of practice in all phases, and they showed up in a game. And so you can it's like I use the example. It's like Thanksgiving's coming up, and there might be one meal that your mom or your grandma or a dish that they make and you want, and you want that. For me, it's sweet potato casserole. And I said, when you get that, you don't want to wait another year to get it again, or you'd like to have more of it, right? And that's what I told our team. Like, let's not wait to try to see if we can play our best. Like, you felt what it felt like, and you felt confident. Let's go get it again. And so hopefully, yesterday was solid. Hopefully today, we'll have another good preparation and continue to chase our best game. But we'll have to play well to beat UMass. I know what their record is, and I know underdog or whatever it may be, but they've got good players. Their head coach has been a D coordinator for a long time. A lot of places, he's going to have a great defensive scheme. They've got good players transfer wise on offense. Great running back, receiver, quarterback. He's played at Clemson, and I can't remember his other place he was at. And so they've got good people. And if we don't show up, then we'll be in a dogfight.
I know it was all the way back in week 0, but they did knock off New Mexico State, a team you guys will be playing in a couple of weeks. Can you point to that at all to your team to say, they can knock off good teams?
Well, I've not brought that up specifically, but we really, when we talk a lot about our opponent, we go through, what they're good at, X, Y, Z, and what we think we can hopefully take advantage of. But it always comes back to, hey, what can Liberty do to play our best? Because you're going to play in games where you're favored, you're going to play in games where you're not. And we try not to compare ourselves to anybody else. This is what we do and how we do it. Young people naturally do, they beat this. They naturally do those things. We work hard on trying to get that out of their mindset and control what we can. But this is one where we have to play well, and we can't get overly emotional because it's senior day. And we got to come in and play and not worry about those other things that are out of Liberty's control.
Let's get one Howard from he's UMass's beat writers online. Howard, go ahead. unmute yourself first.
Okay, hey, morning, coach. You played them before at your last stop. How different do they look?
They're way better. They're more physical. They give you so many different looks and different things that challenge you, and they're playing with confidence. You know, I mean, there's an identity for them, and they believe in what the coach is doing. And so, I know that we can't take them lightly. I know that they've got quality people in places that can hurt you. And as I said, they're playing a lot of confidence now. And then you go in on a 2-game win streak, and then you have an open date, you get healthy. They're probably arguably going to be healthier than they've ever been. And so we know that they're going to know everything that we do, and they're going to have a plan for it. So we're going to have a good week of practice to be able to play and be prepared for them. But coach has done a really nice job there. And Coach Durkin, obviously, you know, from our staff played there, and he's very proud of what Coach Brown's building there. And so hopefully we'll derail that building program at least one more week.
Yeah, it's funny because I was going to ask you about that. Was he a little more geek when you played him down at Coastal? Is he a little more geek today, getting ready to play his alma mater?
Yeah, I think anytime he plays somewhere that meant a lot to him, you know, it means a lot to him. He's always excited about it. You know, I could tell you something off camera that how excited he got, but I won't do it right here. But no, he's very proud of being an alum. Very proud of his university. He met his wife there, obviously. But I know he wants us to win as well.
How does Lynch Adams, the running back, compare to other running backs you've played this year?
He's really good. You know, he's a physical guy, hard to tackle, and we've got some good backs that we've played, you know, in our league this season and out of conference. But I would argue that he's probably the best one from an overall ability standpoint, where he's got the speed that can beat you. But I think what our guys have been impressed with, he's able to run through tackles, and he's a physical guy, and he just keeps coming at you. And so anytime you can average over 100 yards a game, you're doing something right. And I would say he's probably the best one that we've seen as far as an individual guy, or close to it.
I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, when you talk about buying in, having a senior like Xavier Gadlin, how much, I know it's not easier, but how much does it help that process, the way he's led this team?
It does make it easier, because then, when, a senior and then some guys that play, they obviously have a voice, right? And that voice can either help you or it can hurt you, and I've been around where it's hurt you before, especially as you take over a program. And he could have easily been a voice that hurt you, and he wasn't. He's like, hey, we're going to trust, we're going to buy into what they're asking to do. And then in turn, he's able to get that group to buy in. And then anybody else that he influences, at least on the offensive side of the ball, then they buy in. And so he's been tremendous as far as a leader, obviously as a player, but there's a reason why he's so well-rounded. He's very thoughtful and intellectual, and he's been a big reason why we've been able to do those things.